Listen up because I'm about to drop some serious game on you. We're talking about the secrets to driving women absolutely wild with desire. Whether you're just getting to know a sexy new prospect or looking to rev up the engine in your current relationship, you're about to become a master sculptor, molding her every thought and desire until she's utterly possessed by you. She'll be questioning her own sanity and rethinking every interaction, desperate to unlock the secrets of your mysterious ways. Consider this your entry into a privileged club of seducers. But fair warning, this isn't for the faint of heart. Deploying these techniques requires confident mastery. One false move and you could end up in the dreaded friend zone. Before we jump in, why not give your love life a boost? Check the link in the description or pinned comment to book a free 60-minute strategy call with our dating coaches. Now let's get started. 1. Give her a compliment in front of others. Listen up, gents. This one's a game changer. You know how women love to be appreciated, right? Well, take it a step further and compliment her in front of others. The key here is to make it subtle, sincere, and a little bit spicy. For example, you're out with your crew, and she's looking fire in that little black dress. Lean in and say something like, "Has anyone told you how stunning you look tonight? That dress is doing things to me." Boom, instant swoon. But don't stop there. Throw in a cheeky wink or a sly smile, and suddenly, she's the center of attention. Women love to be admired, and doing it in front of others shows that you're proud to be seen with her. Just remember, keep it classy, fellas. No need to get too graphic or over the top. A well-timed, tasteful compliment is all it takes to make her feel like $1,000,000 and leave her wanting more. 2. End a conversation first. All right, this next tip is all about keeping her on her toes. You know how it goes. You're vibing with a lady, chatting it up, and everything's going great. But then, you make a rookie mistake, you linger too long, and the conversation starts to fizzle out. Cue the awkward silence and the desperate attempt to think of something, anything, to say. That's where the art of ending a conversation first comes into play. It's all about leaving her wanting more, keeping that sense of mystery alive, and ensuring that you're never the one left hanging. Here's how it works. You're in the middle of a solid back and forth, drop a cheeky one-liner or a flirty comment, and then boom, you peace out. Well, it was great chatting with you, but I've got to run. Catch you later, gorgeous. And just like that, you've left her wondering what just happened and already counting down the minutes until she sees you again. Trust me, fellas, this move is pure magic. It shows that you're a busy guy with places to be, and it leaves her craving that next interaction. Just don't overdo it and bail mid-sentence. That's just rude. Timing is everything, my friends. 3. Be unpredictable. Guys, let's be real. Women love a little bit of mystery. Sure, they want someone they can count on, but they also crave that sense of excitement and unpredictability. That's where our next tip comes into play. Keep her guessing. Now, I'm not talking about being a total flake or playing mind games. That's just toxic. I'm talking about keeping things interesting by mixing up your routine and throwing in a few surprises here and there. For example, instead of your usual dinner and a movie date night, why not surprise her with tickets to that new immersive art exhibit she's been dying to see? Or, if you usually hit the same bar every Friday night, switch it up and take her to that speakeasy you've been meaning to try. The key is to keep her on her toes and show her that you're a man of many talents and interests. Throw in a spontaneous road trip, cook her a fancy meal out of the blue, or even just change up your usual grooming routine. Anything to keep her guessing and wondering what you'll do next. Trust me, fellas, a little unpredictability goes a long way in keeping the spark alive and ensuring that she never gets bored with your company. 4. Make her jealous. All right, gents, let's talk about one of the most powerful tools in the game of attraction, jealousy. Now, before you start thinking I'm advocating for toxic behavior, hear me out. We're not talking about full-blown, green-eyed monster jealousy here. That's a one-way ticket to Drama Town, and nobody wants to go there. No, what I'm suggesting is a little bit of strategic, playful jealousy, just enough to keep her on her toes and remind her that other women are interested in you too. Here's how it works. You're out with your lady, and you happen to run into an old friend or coworker who's a total stunner. Give her a warm hug, maybe even a playful cheek kiss, if that's your vibe, and introduce her to your date. Then, casually mention something like, "Oh, Sarah and I used to grab drinks all the time after work. She's a riot, right?" Just like that, you've planted a little seed of jealousy in your date's mind. She's suddenly wondering about your history with this Sarah character and feeling just a tiny twinge of possessiveness. But here's the key. Don't overdo it. Keep it light, keep it casual, and for the love of all that is holy, do not start flirting with the other woman right in front of your date. That's just asking for trouble, my friends. If you're enjoying today's tips on dating, don't forget to like and comment. For a deeper transformation, consider our free 60-minute strategy call. You'll learn how to meet more women and date with newfound confidence. Click the link in the pinned comment to reserve your session. 5. Show a glimpse of vulnerability. Listen up, because this next one is crucial. You know how people say that women love a strong, confident man? Well, that's true, but you know what else they love? A little bit of vulnerability. Now, I'm not talking about full-on emotional breakdowns or constant oversharing. Nobody wants to be the designated therapist, am I right? I'm talking about strategically letting your guard down just enough to show her that you're a real human being with real feelings and emotions. Here's an example. You're out on a date, and the conversation naturally turns to your family or childhood. Instead of giving the usual surface-level responses, open up a little bit. Share a humorous but slightly embarrassing anecdote about that time you accidentally set the kitchen on fire trying to make your mom breakfast in bed. Or talk about how your parents' divorce really affected you as a kid, but you eventually learned to process those emotions in a healthy way. The key is to strike that perfect balance between being open and vulnerable, while still maintaining an air of strength and confidence. You don't want to come across as a blubbering mess, but you also don't want to be so closed off that she can't connect with you on a deeper level. Trust me, fellas, a little vulnerability goes a long way in showing her that you're a multifaceted human being, and it can actually make you more attractive in her eyes. Just don't overdo it. Keep those emotional floodgates at a gentle trickle, not a full-blown monsoon. 6. Initiate unexpected physical contact. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't that a little bit creepy or forward? Not if you do it right, my friend. You see, women are hardwired to respond to physical contact, especially when it's unexpected and done with confidence. It's all about creating that delicious sense of tension and anticipation, while still keeping things classy and respectful. Here's how it works. You're out with your lady, having a great time and bantering back and forth. At a natural lull in the conversation, reach out and lightly touch her arm or the small of her back. Nothing too aggressive or lingering, just a brief, gentle touch that's over almost as soon as it begins. The key is to do it with confidence and a playful, flirtatious energy. Don't make a big deal out of it or draw attention to it. Just let it happen naturally, like it's the most normal thing in the world. Trust me, fellas, that unexpected physical contact is going to send shivers down her spine and leave her wondering when you're going to do it again. It's a subtle way of creating intimacy and building that delicious sexual tension without being too overt or aggressive. Just remember, always read the room and respect her boundaries. If she seems uncomfortable or pulls away, back off immediately and don't push it. It's all about creating that delicious sense of anticipation, not making her feel violated or disrespected. 7. Show a hint of jealousy. Fellas, we've covered a lot of ground today, but we've saved one of the most powerful tips for last: showing just a hint of jealousy. Now, before you start thinking I'm advocating for full-blown, green-eyed monster behavior, hear me out. We're not talking about going all-out psycho ex-boyfriend on her. That's just a recipe for disaster, and nobody wants to deal with that kind of toxicity. No, what I'm suggesting is a subtle, strategic display of jealousy, just enough to let her know that you care about her, and that you're not afraid to stake your claim, but not so much that it comes across as possessive or controlling. Here's an example. You're out at a party or a club, and you notice another guy chatting her up and laying on the charm a little too thick for your liking. Instead of getting all up in his grill and causing a scene, take a more subtle approach. Sidle up next to her, put your arm around her waist, and engage her in conversation, effectively cutting off the other dude's advances without even acknowledging his presence. Or, if you really want to flex those alpha male muscles, shoot the guy a playful yet assertive glance that says, "Back off, bro, she's with me." The key is to strike that perfect balance between showing her that you care and marking your territory without coming across as insecure or overly possessive. It's a delicate dance, but when you nail it, it's pure catnip for women. Just remember, fellas, a little bit of jealousy can go a long way, but too much is a major turnoff. Keep it playful, keep it subtle, and always respect her boundaries and autonomy. So now that you know how to use those methods, what's next for you? Discover the signs a girl hopes you find her attractive, or learn what women do when trying to see if you're interested in them. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more.